Place has just been kicked to the back a little bit, got into some dirty water, and it'll be interesting to see how the boat's on the very wide side. As long as they make this first buoy, it doesn't matter how they get there in effect. It'll be interesting to see whether the boats that have decided to go for clean water right over there on the far side will get the advantage when they turn down into this first buoy. But it looks as though Notorious is there or thereabouts with German charcuterie over on the far side. The German boat Power and Dreams now as they all come down to the first point. Who's going to be the brave of the brave? And it looks as though German charcuterie has just backed off a little bit as Team Excite comes past us with Playgate taking a huge hit there, and Spirit of Octane at the height of Abraham have managed to already make the leap up to that first rig. Very, very tight turn there from Power of Dreams, who just cut across the bow there of Demon Charcuterie to take the lead at the moment with Notorious in second place. Red Devil are just backing off a little bit with Vortigen and Lynx bringing up the rest of the pack. You can see how rough it does get down there and how some of the boats are almost coming ahead of the field now. You can see how much of a difference that clean water makes as they leap high out of the air there, come down with a tremendous crash, but it's the momentum that's the important thing that they've got to keep going. The local boat, Team Williams, doing fantastically in second place at the moment. And who's this in third? Is the championship leaders Negotiator in third, taking a bit of a tumble there, bit of a rock and a roll, but Gavin Parsonage managing to get it together with Real Player in fourth. Bill Bates, they second, and third. So Negotiator still got a bit of work to do to get ahead of the Germans. Go right up the inside of them though, and Negotiator just gets a little bit held up there, which allows Power of Dreams just to get the advantage when they come out to that bend. So who's next? Well, we can see that Real Player is next up in fourth place, followed by Bill Bates there, and we have to look a little bit back to this battle now between Heights of Abraham and Screaming.com. Playgate.co.uk are unfortunately being lapped at the moment, not quite having it their own way out there this afternoon. So Bill Bates trying to do their best they can in order to try and get up onto the podium, but just not succeeding at the moment. He's next, Heights of Abraham is next with Richard and Sophie Pugh. And they certainly do seem to have got that boat going well. They certainly seem to be coding well, but it just seems that the gap now is perhaps just a little bit strong out there for them. And they well just try and make up at least another one or two places in the remaining laps. Quite a gap then all the way down to that top marker. Just having a look at what's happened down around. Negotiator goes through my timing points, followed by Screaming.com, and the gap is exactly the same effectively, 4.68 seconds I make it this time around. So, Screaming.com have got an absolute blinder. They've got an absolute blinder, made up a good couple of boat lengths there on Negotiator as they came out of the corner. And Richard George, this was something that he was talking about, was the fact is that since they modified the course, you don't want to get too far out in the channel. If you get too far out, that's where the rougher water is, and he's cut the corner there and cut it well, and he's made great inroads on Negotiator as they head down that back straight. Power of Dreams, the German boat, is over there as well, battling it out with Lynx, the red boat with a fluorescent yellow writing down the side, and the Power of Dreams driven by Mark Neiman and Ronnie Studel, and they're having another go. The others seem to have done it well. Now that the black market knows that the front boat's there, you can see how easy it is when it just pulls out of the way and allows the third, fourth and fifth place boats to get there. But it's one of the things that when you release and you come up against the back market, you don't know if they've seen you or what the situation is, and so it's always a little bit of a dodgy moment. Can Richard George have a good backward leg? Can he manage to make inroads on Negotiator? Heights of Abraham's just dropping off Screamit.com, who really does seem to have the run down that back straight. Real Player in fourth, Team Williams only a couple of boat lengths behind him, fifth. Notorious is the lap boat, and then we have to go back to Power of Dreams. Dreams, who seem to have got up on the inside of Lings for that 6th, 7th fight. Bill Base are next. Then who's after that? Let's have a quick look at his PODG and the Delmar group over on the far side. They're having a good battle. Then we have to look all the way down to the bottom buoy where the Octane boat is. Championship are in the second line, and that includes Streamit.com, which is back up and running. But at the moment, the Delmar group followed by the German boat Power of Dreams with Octane on the far side. Red Devil is there, claygate.co.uk as they make that turn for the first corner. 3 into 1 doesn't go, so someone's got to back out. And oh, it's mighty close down there, but it looks as though Power of Dreams just decided to get out of the wake a bit, and they've been compromised on that first corner, but they've managed to turn it in 3rd place, and they've now got the hammer down and hoping to do well down that back straight. And there's another cluster of boats with Premier Crew, Heights of Abraham, Screamit.com's there or thereabouts. And again, there's another boat in the middle, and they all seem to be just coming to a bit of a stop down there at the moment, all getting in each other's way a little bit. Team Williams, unfortunately, came out worse in the mix. Out just on the inside here as we complete this first lap, but I bet they're delighted to be there or thereabouts. They reckon there's still a lot to come out of this boat, as the Delmar group it is who take the lead at the end of this first lap with the Octane boat on the inside. The Power of Dreams, the German boat, are also there. Red Devil are there. So what's going to happen here with the Delmar group? They've taken this wide line every single time, but just look at the way that they'll come back in and they'll chop right across the Octane boat. That will give them the optimum line as well to get the power out of the bend. Heights of Abrahams are doing fantastically well. They've made up the jump. Now where's Negotiator? Negotiator's dropped well back to the series leaders at the moment. So there's points and places to be played for here right down the field. As Negotiator, somehow they're struggling there pretty badly as well, and they're nearly finding themselves at the back of the field. So I don't know quite what's gone on with Negotiator. Again, in this reverse. So we're just looking to see whether or what flag is going to be raised, and it's the white flag. So one lap to go for the Delmar group. Delmar group on an absolute mission. They've got that boat going absolutely beautifully here on the second race. Power of Dreams, Heights of Abraham have closed the gap. Can Heights of Abraham now hopefully get that second place and really throw down the gauntlet to the rest of the championship leaders who are floundering at the moment as they take that bottom turn for the last time. Delmar group now making their way down the back. Tony Crossley, Sultan project manager from London, started racing in 2004. He's had a first and second at the Plymouth Grand Prix, so he's used to getting podium places, but he hasn't done anything for a while, so hopefully this will be a great finish for him.